Okay, once again, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our first monthly district polio coordinators, Polio Plus Society coordinators monthly meeting for Rotary year 2023 and 2024. And according to Helen Keller, alone we can do so little, together we can change the world. So I hope to my fellow district polio coordinators and for the incoming Polio Plus Society coordinators headed by our, of course, very beautiful, indefatigable past district polio coordinator, Carla Espinosa. Let us continue to work together, support each other, and inspire hope in the world. Together, we can make a difference and create a better future for all. So again, I would like to welcome you all into our first coordination meeting. And with that, uh, I would like to acknowledge everyone. First, our mother in Zone 10A, the beautiful, the superwoman, the Wonder
Mother,
Woman, you name it all. Grabe. The
anak kita.
International Polio Plus Committee member and Polio Now Coordinator for Zone 10A, Pasig District Governor Mary Ann Alcordo Solomon. Hello, Gob. Maayong
Hi,
hapon.
Ricky. Thank you. Anak kita.
Yes.
Anak ko kayo
My
lahat.
mother since
Okay.
2016 and 2017. You are
Right, right.
my
Okay.
second mother. So thank you, God, for your mentor, for your guidance and support. And next, to recognize, of course, the newly appointed and the first in the world, the Polio Plus Society Coordinator for Zone 10A, past District Governor past District Polio
Ay, hindi
Coordinator
pa.
Carla Espinosa.
Thank you
Carla,
so much, classmate.
yes, thank you. And again, congratulations,
Thank
classmate
you,
Carla, for
classmate.
your appointment. Next to recognize is from District 3770, of course, I think, kailan ka ba? 3 times? 4 times na District Polio Coordinator. So I would like to recognize from District 3770, District Polio Coordinator Lou Capili.
Hello, good afternoon, Gobmean. Classmate Ricky, classmate Carla,
Oh,
talagang classmates tayo since then.
oh, by the way,
Magandang hapon po sa lahat. This is my 6th term as District Polio Chair. Pero next year, hopefully ay meron na kaming nakuhang iba. Thank you.
oh, thank you, DPC Lou. Actually, nakalimutan ko. I would like to ask for the next district, I would like to ask District Polio Coordinator Arnel Abrenica to introduce himself. And of course, if you have with you your Polio Plus Society Coordinator, so please acknowledge them also together with your and Polio team. DPC Arnel, please introduce yourself, please. Unmute yourself. Naka-mute ka, DPC Arnel.
Okay, good afternoon to all. Good afternoon, Gov. May Ann Solomon, and to all DPCs. So maybe anytime my DPSC will come over to join us in Zoom. She is Miss Juliet Alunan of RC Midtown QC. Good afternoon to all.
Okay, thank you, DPC Arnel. Brenica from District 3780. And for the District 3790, we have District Polio Coordinator Rosemary K. Santillan. DPC Rose. Hello, are you there, DPC Rose? PPSC Carla, can you introduce?
Good afternoon to
Ayun.
everybody. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon, DPC Rose.
Yeah,
Please kindly introduce yourself.
I'm Rosemary K. Santillan from District 3790 Club My club is RC Alaminos. Thank you.
Okay, can you open your video so that our technical support can capture your beautiful face? For documentation? Wala. So, parang mahina yung kanyang signal. Okay,
Sorry. Yeah.
it's all right, DPC Rose. Next is from District 3830, DPC Curry Di Venecia. DPC Curry?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I represent District 3830. My name is Cari De Venecia, past president of Rotary Club of Makati East, not Makati West. I'm also a on and off. This is my govmayan, ano ba, 6th or 7th year as DPC for our district. Since 2011, I've been on and off. So I'm glad to be back again and look forward to serving with everyone. Thank you. Sorry, I can't turn on my video, Ricky. Yeah.
Okay, it's all right, DPC Curry. And also we have here past President Michelle. Is she a PPSC, PPSC Carla? Is she a
Yes,
DPPCSC from?
yes, I would like to introduce District Polio Plus Society Coordinator from District 3790, PP Michelle Alas.
Yan.
Hello.
Hello, DPPSC Michelle. Good afternoon. And last but not the least, meron pa from District 30.
Afternoon po.
Yeah.
Afternoon. Mukhang
Good
Power
afternoon.
Girls, Powerpuff Girls ang 3790 ah.
Yeah.
Powerpuff.
Hello po,
Good
Govmean.
afternoon.
Hello.
Yes, and maybe we can acknowledge later kasi connecting pa from District 3850. So we have here from District 3870, DPC Elaine Sadaba.
Yes, good afternoon. Currently mobile. I'm so sorry. But yeah, good afternoon everyone. I will be our DPPSC will join next time. Sorry for that.
It's all right, DPC Elaine, thank you. And we have also here from District 3850, we have District Polio Plus Society Chair, past President Jerry Assis. So good afternoon, DPPSC Jerry. Kindly introduce yourself, please. Kindly open your video so that we can see you. So I think the internet connection of Jessica is good. So yeah, that's all, Gobean. And before we go to the next agenda, can we have our first group picture? So for those who can open their video, please open your video, please, and smile. Thoughts?
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. Another one. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Tops. And before we start again, I would like also to recognize our technical support, the EPNC staff from Rotary Club of Cebu Puente, Christopher Tope de Gunas. Hello, Tops.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for your support. So, yan. Yan ang ating, pakita naman dyan no, para makita kanila ng personal.
Wala akong video.
Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, Gob, and with that, may I call our EPNC Mayan for the polio updates.
Thank you, Ricky. So this is now our official polio update for Rotary year 2023-2024. Tope, would you like to share or please share my slides? Wow, ang pula-pula ng screensaver ko for this year. Talagang pulang-pula because we have to create more awareness to end polio. We're just so close. I mean, really, really close. Next slide. Welcome to Rotary Year 2023-2024 as we create hope in the world. Last year, we imagined a world that is polio-free. Now we are hopeful for a polio-free world, and this can happen with your support, with everyone's support. And we have proven in the past years, as mentioned, DPC Lou, and Carla has been with us, and Ricky from the very start. We had this team, and then Carrie as well, and now we have members from last year and new members this year. We have shown that we are progressing in our awareness and in our fundraising. Next slide, please. Just to give you an idea who we are working with, on the international level, our senior leaders are as follows. Mike McGovern, who's the International Polio Plus Committee Chair and past Rotary International Vice President. John Germ, who's a past RI President and is the IPPC Vice Chair, and he's also the chair for the End Polio Now Countdown to History. Robert Hall, who's the Vice Chair for the End Polio Now Countdown to History and is a past RI director. Carol Pandak, who's an IPPC director. Brenda Cressy is our chair for the Global Polio Plus Society Committee, and she's a past RI vice president and the first, this is a trivia, the first woman trustee of the Rotary Foundation. And our RI staff for polio is Claire Monroe. I'm sure you'll be receiving a lot of emails that I will forward to all of you from Claire Monroe. FYI, Mike McGovern, John Germ, Robert Hall, Brenda Cressy will all speak in our polio summit. Next. On the Zone 10A level, of course, you're truly as your End Polio Now coordinator, and I'm also a member of the International Polio Plus Committee and the chair for the Polio Plus Awards at the IPPC level. That's why as early as yesterday, I already forwarded to everyone the guidelines for the regional and international Polio Plus Free World Award. Now, please take note if you have been or if one has been a regional awardee, he or she can be nominated as an international Polio Plus Free World awardee, but an international awardee cannot be nominated for a regional award. And we have our deputy and now polio coordinator, who is also our editor-in-chief for our weekly newsletter. We have Ricky Andres. And the first in the world actually, as confirmed by Brenda Cressy, the first Polio Plus Society coordinator is our very own Carla Espinosa. And both Ricky and Carla holds track records in good performance of polio in their respective districts. Next slide, please. I'd like to present to you the Regional Rotary Foundation team. On the TRF level, the regional coordinators are our Regional Rotary Foundation Coordinator, Gov. Benny Policarpio, who's from the District of Arnell, 3780. We have Endowment and Major Gifts Advisor, past District Governor June Farcon from 3800. Yours truly and Polio Now coordinator from District 3860, and our TRF advisor, who is also a member of the Fund Development Committee in Rotary International, past District Governor Jesnick Dow. Assisting the RRFCs are the assistant RRFCs. We have DGND Gina Sanchez, past District Governor Connie Beltran, PDG JP Kadaing, PDG Tato Di Mayuga, PDG Rizal Reyes, and then we have immediate past District Governor Gina C. past district governor Edwin To, and of course, Ricky here is included as a deputy and polio now coordinator, with Mike Cleario for stewardship, and our advisor for global grants, PDG Sue Santa Maria. The next slide would show, next slide, Pe, the District Rotary Foundation coordinators. Now, the District Polio coordinators and the Polio Plus Society coordinators should work closely with them because, one, they also have access to the TRF data of your district, and they help decide on how much to give to the Rotary Foundation for polio from the DDF. So we have 3770 PDG Pichoy Ramirez, 3780 we have PDG Ray David, 3790 PDG Jess Sama, 3800 PDG Nelson Aspe, District 3810 we have PDG Liza Elorde, District 3820 we have PDG Evet Olivan, 3830 we have PDG Al Montesilio, 3850 we have PDG Mon Toto Locsin, PDG 3860, we have past President Stephen Chian, and 3870, we have PDG Manny Along. Next slide, please. Okay, now these are the handsome and the beautiful district polio coordinators. 3770, Luca Pili. 3780, Arnella Brenica. Oh, we need to change 3790 to Pe, because of course you see here the beautiful Rosemary Que Santillan. So he will be replaced by a beautiful district polio coordinator. So this will be reflected in the next poster. Our apology, Rosemary, this has not been updated yet. District 3800, we have PDG Mac Hermoso. 3810, past President Winston Ong Chinky. District 3820, DGND Jeremy Lo. Actually, in his emails, he's called J-Lo. In District 3830, we have past DPC also, Carrie De Venecia. 3850, we have Maricar Octaviano, District 3860, PAG Joel Inabangan, and District 3870, PP Bambi Sadava. Next slide, Pe. So hopefully we will have the posters for the District Polio Plus Society coordinators together with our Zone 10A Polio Plus coordinator, Polio Plus Society coordinator, Carla Espinosa.
I
Now,
love you, Daddy.
Okay. Congratulations are in order to last year's imaginative team for an impressive record setting for Rotary Year 2022-2023. One, highest total giving by Rotarians in the amount of $6,924,471. New record. We had the highest endowment fund in the amount of $1,173,308. Again, new record. We had the highest polio contribution. This does not include yet the DDF pledge in the amount of $858,111. This is new record. And my fearless forecast, I'm sure you will agree if you do the math. If we add the DDFs, we would have reached, or we will reach $1 million. So in the past years, for the information of our new members of the team, when we started at a certain amount, and it goes up all the way up. So when you do a check mark, our check goes all the way up. So last year was all-time high of $858,111 cash contribution, excluding the DDF. So congratulations to all. And the rest are the other record that we broke last year. Next slide, please. Okay, next slide. All right, this was as of June 30, 2023, supposed to be ending of last year. Please take note that highest contributor for polio is District 3800. Again, these are all cash. Hindi pa kasali ang DDF dito. Cash pa to. And we raised, as I said, $858,111. So congratulations to all. Everybody registered 5 digits in contribution to polio. Next slide, please. As I said, ito yung check mark. Although in 2022, we had 953,000, kasali na yung DDF dyan. So ito, 2020, end of 2023, this is only cash of 858,000. And plus DDF, lampas tayo. The check will really go up. This will be verified and validated once Claire Monroe records all the DDFs. Next slide, please. Just a reminder, you will keep reminding everyone of our polio fund goals. Our world goal is to raise $50 million, which is to be matched 1:2 by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Your 50 million becomes $150 million at the end of the year. District goal is for clubs to donate 20% of its DDF to polio to be matched 1:4.5. Bakit 1:4.5? Kasi ang 0.5 comes from the World Fund. Then the club goals at 1,500 to be matched 1:2 by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. So please take note that if the district donates their DDF, it has a bigger match than just the cash contribution. The districts that give the 20% of its DDF and clubs that give $1,500 receive a Rotary citation. Next slide, please. And what is being pushed now is the Polio Plus Society, and details will be explained by our Polio Plus Society coordinator, Carla Espinosa, in her presentation. Next slide, please. This is the data as of July 19. So as I said, I didn't expect you to make any report because we are not getting all the numbers and the figures that we wanted. So we need catching up with some districts perhaps. Other districts just registered, well, none, and some just $100. Now we were trying to push on the birthday celebration of Gordon McAnally and the early bird. So in the early years, we were encouraging districts to give early bird awards for those who gives their polio donation in July. And maybe this time, because President Gordon's birthday is in July, you can give a special thanks for them celebrating the birthday of President Gordon McAnally. Next slide. This will show obviously our funds raised. Ang layo pa natin. So I don't expect any figure that will be better than the end of last year. Next slide, please. Oh, we're comparing, whoops, what happened to that slide before? We are comparing the figures. What is this? Balance needed to equal. Oh, no, we won't show that figure. That's not it. Okay, now this is the monthly report form that we will ask from each district polio coordinator when you report in our district polio coordination meeting monthly. This will be further explained by our DEPNC Ricky. Now, please take note, there are only 2 columns in the form. The column on as of June 30, 2023 will be filled up this July, and it will be fixed. So the only column that you will be filling up every month will be the last column as of whatever date that you have taken the data from. Next slide, please. So as I said, we celebrated Gordon McAnally's birthday last week. So July is his birth month. So please encourage the Rotarians in your districts to give to polio, or even us here in the platform, if we can donate our first $100 being Polio Plus Society members to polio this year. So what am I saying? We lead the way, we walk the talk. Next slide, please. Okay, please make sure we get a good attendance from the Rotarians in your district. And I'm sure our returning district polio coordinators this year know that this is the shining moments of all district governors, where they are to present their pledge for their DDF, their cash contributions to our senior leaders. So please have your district governor and DRFC prepare for this. Next slide, please. Another major event that we need to remember is the World Polio Day and World Immunization Week. Details will be explained by DEPNC Ricky Andres. Next slide, please. So everybody, be it Ricky, be it Carla, will remind everyone that Rotary's top priority is to end polio now, because together we will fulfill our promise to the children to make the world polio-free. We imagine, we hope. Next slide, please. So what needs to be done? We only have two responsibilities. We raise awareness and we raise funds. Next slide. Samples of raising awareness is by being the walking billboard, wearing the official red End Polio Now t-shirt. Please be mindful of the End Polio Now logo, which is exclusive for Rotary. So when you have a plain red shirt, we wear the logo, the master brand, the wheel, and the End Polio Now shirt of said colors. Next slide, please. Oh, in the words of my granddaughters, in the next presentation, I will add my grandson. So they will help all of us. They will help their grandma to end polio now. Next slide, Pet.
Greetings, my Rotary friends. This is Gordon McAnally, the 2023-24 President of Rotary International. I've just attended the polio eradication breakfast here at the convention in Melbourne, and I've been enthused at the good news that we are on the verge of eradicating polio. You know, when we finish the job on polio, there is going to be a wonderful party. All Rotarians will want to bask in the glory of the fact that we have eradicated this killer disease. But what we have to have is a ticket for the party. And if you want to come to the party, if you want to have a ticket to the party, you have to make a contribution to polio eradication. That will be your ticket to the party when we say to the children of the world, yes, we fulfilled our promise made to you in the Philippines in 1979, and we have eradicated polio from the face of the earth.
So this was an ambush interview. No, not actually ambush. We had our breakfast for Polio Plus Society members and Polio team members. And I asked Gordon to give a message for all of us in the Philippines. And it's as simple as saying, if we will be together at the finish line and have a party, those who have not contributed to polio will not be given a ticket to the party. So if you want to be part of the party, give to polio. So again, my last slide said thank you. I turn it over back to you, Ricky.
Okay, you have heard the very informative PowerPoint of our EPNC Mayan, and congratulations everyone for the very, very outstanding achievement for this Rotary year 2022 and 2023. Birin mo, $1,000 for polio. So again, congratulations, Mayan, and to all district polio coordinators for Rotary year 2022 and 2023. So if you have any other questions, or violent reaction, or any comments or question, please reserve that for the question and answer. So next to report is, of course, the Deputy and Polio Coordinator, Enrique Andres. So, Tops, permission to share my screen. So can you see my screen? Okay, thank you. And Govmean is red, then maybe I will change it for the next presentation for next meeting. So my color is blue. So my attire is blue again also. So, but again, I am Enrique Guillermo Andres, the Deputy and Poliona Coordinator for Zone 10A. And since this is month of July, I would like to greet you a happy Rotary New Year. So, yan. And congratulations to our incoming District Polio Coordinator for Rotary Year 2023 and 2024. And to District Polio Coordinator Rosemary Que, due for bali, tatanggalin po namin si Leopoldo Mendoza, then we will put your picture for the next meeting next month. So, yan. And for the next page, I would like you to pay attention to this. This, actually, nalagay ko yung change. So, please disregard the percent. I will be sending the updated monthly polio report shown by our EPNC and for a while ago. So this is the monthly polio plus report. So please pay attention, the blank template and the filled up form. So as of June 30, you need to put your the number of Rotary clubs permanent as of June 30 when you started this Rotary year. When you started last Rotary year, at the end of June 30, you put the number of Rotary clubs. And for the next column, you can put the date, the data when you report your when our next meeting. So for example, the number of Rotary clubs is 100. So as of June 30, so you can put for the next column the date when you have your improvement or you have added new Rotary clubs. And number of Rotarians as of June 30, again, let me emphasize that as of June 30, all the data will be permanent. Only the second column will be updated every month. Kung meron kayong development or progress for every month, so you put on the second column and disregard the third column. We cannot using that percentage. So only first and second column. So the number of clubs giving to polio, number of 1,500 giving clubs, number of 1,000 giving individual to polio, number of polio plus society members, cash contribution, amount of DDF given to polio, and cash contribution plus DDF. We will disregard please disregard the district governor's polio plus goal. So I will be sending this polio template in your email. So, of course, monthly polio plus report, put the month and Rotary International District 3860, your district. And of course, prepared by District Polio Coordinator, and District Governor and District Rotary Foundation Coordinator. So, kung meron silang pirma, mas maganda sana kung meron silang confirmation or signed by your DRFC and District Governor. So, yan yung ating monthly polio plus report. Yan na yung gagamitin until the end of this Rotary year. Next, I would like to remind all of you our World Polio Day on October 24, 2023. So, may I ask everyone, please don't forget to report all your end polio activities so that the Rotary International would know that every district in our zone reported their activities. So please report all your end polio activities at www.endpolio.org. So before the World Polio Day, you need to report all your projects related end polio projects at www.endpolio.org. And would like also to remind you our World Immunization Week, April 24, to 27, 2023. And this is the teaser. I would like to remind everyone, I would like to share with you the cover page of our first newsletter for Rotary Year 2023 and 2024. So yan yung ating cover page and the second page. So may I ask everyone, the district polio coordinators, to please send your polio related and polio related activities, polio donors, so that we can feature in our newsletter. And as per Gobmean, sabi niya, our newsletter is not only circulated in the Philippines but also all over the world. And of course, saan pa ba manggagaling yung idea na magkakaroon ng newsletter? Siyempre, kang Gobmean. So again, Gobmean, thank you so much for this opportunity, for giving me the opportunity to become the editor-in-chief. And yan, maraming salamat, Gob, for the support, the mentorship, and the guidance. So yan. So for the Polio Plus Society Chair, Carla, please provide also, kindly give me the name of your Polio Plus Society Chair so that we can feature all your Polio Plus Society team on our newsletter. So yan. So please, maybe I will not ask you for this month of July, maybe for the next Rotary, for the next month, sana magbigay na kayo ng mga end polio reports nyo. Meron na kayong Rotary New Year, tapos meron pa tayong maybe mga mangrove planting or any other end polio awareness campaign in your district. So yan. Next, I would like to remind you that we have a monthly DPC meeting every second week of the month. Yeah, so ibibigay ni Gobmean kung ano talaga kung ano yung mapagkakasunduan natin na yung availability of EPNC Mean and of course all the district polio coordinators. So yan, basta meron tayong monthly DPC meeting every second week of the month. And I would like to remind you also the website for the NPolio, that is http www.npolio.org/. So yan yung ating website for NPolio. And I would like to remind you, please check always, because there are always an update coming from our NPolio coordinator, Gobmean, and Polio Plus Society Chair Carla. So this is our Zone 10A chat groups sa Viber, Viber and Polio Rotary Year 2023 and 2024. And for the messenger, we have Zone 10A DPCs and PPSCs for Rotary Year 2023 and 2024. Now, to pass to Polio Plus Society Chair Carla, I would like to share with you our Polio Plus Society Charter member during our term, 2020 and 2021, and my mission as Polio Plus Society Chair, together with our district polio coordinator, Joel Inabagan, we will be in collaboration with this Polio Plus Society Charter member, and since I will be in touch with all these polio charter members to remind them for their commitment for their Polio Plus Society commitment, para at least sana lahat ng mga charter member is makadonate ng or ma-maintain nila yung Polio Plus Society member nila by donating $100 every year or until polio is eradicated in the world. So I think we have 56 or 55 charter members for Rotary Year 2020 and 2021 under the leadership of past District Governor Rodel Rizal S. Reyes. So, Gobmean, that's all, and thank you for listening. And now, I would like to ask our Polio Plus Society Chair for Zone 10A, Carla Espinosa, for her report, Polio Plus report.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon
Yes, good
again.
afternoon.
Classmate Ricky. Okay. Naka-flash na sa screen.
Yes.
Okay. For the Rotary year 2023 to 2024, I will be the Zone 10A Polio Plus Society Coordinator. And first, next, for the N Polio Now team, Zone 10A, Gov. Mayan Suliman, member of the IPPC Committee and Polio Now Coordinator, our indefatigable Governor. And with this, it's my heartfelt gratitude for the inspiration you have provided me and to my fellow DPCs and for entrusting me the Zone 10A Polio Plus Zone Polio Plus Society Zone Coordinator for this Rotary year. It is an incredible honor and I am deeply grateful for this opportunity, Gov. Your leadership and dedication to the cause of eradicating polio have been a constant source of my motivation. Your unwavering commitment to the Rotary's advocacy in ending polio and your tireless efforts in advancing the Polio Plus program have inspired me to take on this important role. And I am truly grateful for your guidance and mentorship throughout my journey in Rotary. Being entrusted with the responsibility of the Polio Plus Society Coordinator in Zone 10A is both humbling and exciting. And I am fully aware of the significant challenges that lie ahead, but I am confident that with your continued support and the collaboration of fellow Rotarians and the District Polio Plus Society coordinators, we can make a meaningful impact in the fight against polio. And next is our Deputy and Polio Now Coordinator, my classmate, Enrique Andres. Thank you for your dedication and commitment in providing timely information to our fellow Rotarians about the Polio Plus programs and activities of each district within our zone and the global progress of eradicating polio. And next is, I would like to introduce the District Polio Plus Society Coordinators for the Rotary year 2023 to 2024. On our next month, we will be providing you the photos of our District Polio Plus Society Coordinators. So for the District 3770, our District Polio Plus Society Coordinator is Natividad Suaberon. For District 3780, Juliet Alunan. District 3790, Past President Lily Michelle Edrada Canlas. For District 3800, Past District Governor Marcos Hermoso. For District 3810, Past President Winston Ongchinke. For the District 3820, we will ask pa, wala pa pong pinrovide. And for the District 3830, Past President Kito Lagdameo. For District 3850, Past President Il Lim. District 3863, my classmate, our Deputy and Polio Now Coordinator, Enrique Andres. And for the District 3870, Zaralyn Rotoras. So, is your district club looking for an easy way to fundraise for polio? The big fundraiser for polio is the Polio Plus Society. So what is Polio Plus Society? The Polio Plus Society is a district program to promote individual giving to Polio Plus members of the society agree to give $100 per year toward polio eradication until polio is wiped out of the world. Where did the idea begin? Perhaps District 5110 in 2012 established to increase sustainable giving to Polio Plus with a minimum annual gift of $100 to polio. So the idea created momentum because of our and Polio Now coordinators. So how do you get started? So each district will decide to first establish a Polio Plus Society chair. So in our zone, we have already established that each district will provide their Polio Plus Society coordinator or their chair. And then for this, the district should include a budget line item for recognition items to be used, and like the pins and the certificates of the individuals or the club or in the club level. And also it should be included in the program is the coordination with the assistant governor, public image chairs, and the club presidents. And what are the roles and responsibilities of the Polio Plus Society coordinator? So you have to collaborate with zone, district, and club leaders in your region, and report update Polio Plus Society members to the district governor, district Rotary Foundation coordinator, and then the district Polio Plus chair. So it is very important to coordinate with the with your district governor, the DRFC, and DPC. And the retention and recruitment of new Polio Plus Society members. There are Polio Plus Society members from the last year and the previous years. Those are already guaranteed contributor of polio. So you have to maintain them and recruit new members. And then facilitate the recognitions of continuing and new Polio Plus Society members, then give them pins and certificates. So what are the Polio Plus Society tools and resources? So once appointed, a district Polio Plus Society coordinator will receive a periodic communications from the Rotary Foundation support staff. The Polio Plus Society coordinators can access an enhanced contribution detailed report for their district by contacting and coordinating with their district governor, district Rotary Foundation chair, and the DPC, the district polio coordinators, who can access this report. So it is important for you to coordinate to your DPCs, because there you will know if the contribution of a Rotarian in your district is already posted in the Polio Plus Fund. So what are the ways on how to encourage Rotarians and community members to become a Polio Plus Society members? You should have informative presentations, awareness campaigns, partnered with other organizations, and you have to recognize those individuals. And this was the awareness campaigns and partner with other organizations that we did in our district during my term as a district polio coordinator. So we partner with media so we can create awareness on how to raise funds and what Rotary is doing for polio in eradicating polio. So these are the creating awareness that we did in our district. And then we have to always remind our fellow Rotarians that Rotary's top priority is to end polio, and together we will fulfill our promise to the children to make the world polio-free. So being a Polio Plus Society member, we have this form, and we will be providing you this form for all the Polio Plus Society members, the new Polio Plus Society members in your district. And then this is the certificate, membership certificate. This is the sample of the membership certificate that we can also provide you and that you can also give to your Polio Plus Society member. And you can also join the Polio Plus Society group chat, page and Polio Plus Society. So join the group. There are a lot of information that you can share with your fellow Rotarians so that they can know more about Polio Plus. And also you can do recognition for those 100% Polio Plus Society club by giving them a club banner. Those are just the incentives that we are giving to the clubs. We are very generous when it comes to incentives for the recognitions. And I would like to also share with you what our district did during the last Rotary year to increase more our Polio Plus Society members. First, in coordination with our district governor and district Rotary Foundation chair, we come up with a Polio Plus banquet. So as at the start of that Rotary year, we already have blocked the February 12, 25 as one of our district events. So what we did is we saved the date. We asked the Rotarians to save the date for the Feb 25 as the first Polio Plus banquet in our district as well also in the Philippines. And we create awareness by promoting this banquet to our members. We had this poster and we send this to our presidents through down to their clubs, and we also invite, of course, a very good and motivational speaker, our IPPC GovMean, and we recognize clubs and individuals on our banquet. So the objective of the Polio Plus banquet is to create awareness to polio, raise funds for polio, recognize clubs and individuals giving to Polio Plus, recognize and increase the number of Polio Plus Society members. And this one is we invite a motivational and inspiring guest speaker. So this is our IPPC Mean. So during the Polio Plus banquet, we had 220 plus Polio Plus Society members who were inducted. And after the banquet, we added another 80 more Polio Plus Society members because they were motivated and inspired by our guest speaker, GovMean. So with this banquet, we create awareness to polio. We invited our partner in media, the GNN TV 44 and CLTV 36 to feature our event. And during the banquet, we induct and pin our Polio Plus Society members. For our Polio Plus Society members, our new, we gave them the certificate and the pins, and the old members of the Polio Plus Society, we gave them the certificate. So we also raise funds to polio during the Polio Plus banquet. We have the scarf and the portrait from immediate past RI President Jennifer Jones. So we raised more than $2,000 for the scarf and the portrait. And we recognize and appreciate also the individual giving of $1,000 to polio, and 1,500 clubs, the individual benefactor, the 100% Polio Plus Giving Club, the top in public image. And that's what we did in the Polio Plus banquet. So we create awareness, we raise funds, we inspire members, Rotarians, to give more than $100 that they become Polio Plus Society members. And then from the as in our district, we charter the Polio Plus Society in Rotary year 2020 to 2021. We had 56. During the induction, we have 44, and then immediately after the induction of the Polyplus Society Charter, before the Rotary year ends, it became 56 members of the Polyplus Charter Society members. And then we increased during the Rotary year 2021 to 2022 to 221. And for the Rotary year 2022 to 2023, 323. For this 323, our district polio coordinators, please continue to make a follow-up for them. This is already a guaranteed $32,300. $3,200, tama ba? Mathematics. $32,300. If all these 323 Polyplus Society members last Rotary year will give their $100 contribution for this Rotary year. So, how to make a donation to polio? There's two methods on how to donate polio contribution. It's by online donation to Polio Plus through My Rotary. When using your credit card, you can directly donate to Polio Plus by logging into My Rotary and search Donate to Polio. Donations will be directly credited to your Polio Plus fund contributions. Ito po yung pinakamabilis na without making email or to Catherine Bedona for the reclassification of the of your contributions. So overnight or 24 hours, it will be credited to your Polio Plus fund contributions. Then the next method to make contribution is to Polio Plus fund is through BPI online or BPI over the counter. Then the next one, as I mentioned, is the online donation. These are the two methods on how to make contributions to Polio Plus fund. So for the BPI online, when using BPI online payment, do not use transfer, enroll PRF as a biller, and use payment. Why is it important for us to know this these methods on how to deposit our payment for the Polio Plus fund contribution? Because the Polio Plus contribution, once we deposited, if you look up to the account number, the account number is the same, is only, the account number is the Rotary Foundation. It's just the same as the annual fund. So for the BPI online and the BPI over the counter, if you will not email Miss Catherine Bedona, who is the in charge for the Polio Plus fund contribution and the other TRF contributions, this contribution will go to the default fund, which is the annual fund. So baka po yung ibang mga mga Rotarians natin, sabi nila nagbayad na sila ng $100, nag-donate na sila or nag-deposit na sila through BPI online or BPI over the counter with their Polio Plus Society yearly contribution, and yet hindi nagre-reflect because nandun po sa kanilang annual fund, the default fund. So, ang gagawin po lang po natin is continuous po yung ating monitoring for our clubs who are the Polio Plus Society members who contributed para po malaman natin kung if that contribution is already posted to the Polio Plus Fund. So you can report the list of donors relating to the lump sum by sending a multiple donor form together with a deposit slip to Rispo Finance at Rotary.org or Catherine Bedona at Rotary.org. So for your Polio Plus Fund contribution donations, please be advised that multiple donations be deposited in one lump sum amount instead of multiple deposits. Each deposit is charged a bank fee which is automatically deducted from the deposit. Nati-charge po si RI. Pag halimbawa, $100 or pagka marami kasi sila, like $500, tapos isang na lang siya, one contribution, one lump sum contribution, then use a multiple donor form. So mas po yung less yung charge kay RI. And then we will surely agree that it is more worthwhile for the donation to serve its purpose of eradicating polio rather than being used to pay for bank fees. So again, this is your Polio Plus Society Coordinator for Zone 10A, Carla Espinosa. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Polio Plus Society Coordinator for Zone 10A, classmate Carla Espinosa for the very powerful and informative presentation about Polio Plus Society. So I hope the DPC, my fellow District Polio Plus Society understand the importance of donation to Polio Plus Fund, especially for the Polio Plus Society. So again, let me remind you that being a Polio Plus Society, you need to donate at least $100 to the Polio Plus Fund until polio is eradicated or wiped out in the world. So now, I think let's move to our question and answer. Gobmean. So if you have any other question, please raise your hand so that we can answer all your violent reaction. If you have any violent reaction, your comments about Polio Plus, about donating to the Rotary Foundation, about the Polio Plus, so please, it's now time, our question and answer. So, and before that, I would like to acknowledge our district polio coordinator from District 3860. We have DPC Joel Inabangan. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Past Assistant Governor Joel from Jangas Jensen, representing District 3860 as the District Polio Coordinator.
Hi, Joel.
Hi, Gob. Good evening, Gob. Good evening, everyone.
Evening.
Yes, and since walang nagtatanong, may I ask again my classmate Joel, do you have questions?
For now, it was loud and clear. No, I don't have any questions yet.
Okay, I can see from District 3780, we have DPC Arnel. Please mute yourself, please. DPC Arnel is recognized. So DPC Arnel, please unmute yourself, please.
Ayan. Okay, TPNC Enrique, please, would you mind send us the form, the monthly form? Would you mind email it to us, the monthly polio report form?
Okay, I will be sending in the monthly polio report. I will be sending to your email the updated polio plus report.
Thank you, DPNC Enrique.
Yes, Gomean.
Yeah, I would advise if we can have a kit, admin kit, Ricky, so all forms will be there for polio, and then likewise with Carla, the PPSC kit, so you have samples of the oath of office, so we all have that on file. Is that possible?
Okay, Gob.
And then all our PowerPoint presentations will be in our newsletter. So everything will be there. Even our screenshots here will be in our newsletter.
Okay, Gob. That is not noted, Gob. Yes, DPC, do you have a question on DPC Lou?
Wala naman. Classmate.
How about PP Michelle? DPC Curry? Yeah.
Loud and clear.
Okay, DPC.
No questions on my end.
Okay, how about from District 3870, DPC Elaine? Yeah, meron ba? Wala? So far, there's no question. So any additional information, Gobmean? Yes?
Yeah, if the districts are doing a fundraising project and they want all the other districts to join, maybe we can bring back our catalog. Remember what we did from the very, very start? Alala mo yan, Carla, Lou? Carrie also with their watch before. Nag-catalog for merchandises that each district will have. So if they have any generic merchandises, other districts can patronize it. So we can have that catalog again. And then I mentioned this before we started. On August 12, there will be a public image congress, the first public image congress national. So all over the country, the districts during the life-changing year and imaginative year that would win the award will be invited also to this public image congress to receive their awards. Now, if you feel that you had beautiful public image collaterals that you submitted, because the committee cannot award any award for that matter if you did not submit your nominations for the awards. But please coordinate with your governor, because it will be nice that we will see each other there during the Congress on August 12. And remember, in the last meeting we had, if we can have a face-to-face, all and Polio Now coordinators from the districts and the Polio Plus Society fellowship, maybe on August 14. So that's something
So
that
we
we can think of. Ano, saan? Sa Clark? Hindi, loko lang.
So, para ma-set na po, no, Gov?
Ay, na-mute ako. O yun. So that's it. And there, we will be coming up, I mean, RI will be sending the new guidelines for branding sa End Polio Now. Again, there are only two colors for polio, the red, full red background, or the black. But if it's the black, you only have the white text. Tama ba to, Pe? Kung black siya, white ang text. Kung red, the one that we saw, red and white. Yellow, red, and yellow and red and white. So what we see now on a purple background, that is not actually the official branding guideline. So we'll have that released soon.
Thank you, Gob.
And I mentioned also that I sent out the nomination form for regional and international awards in your district. Please, I know who's been working. A lot of you have been working hard. I'm glad that amongst us, last year, Ricky, Andres, and Carla were recognized by their district for their hard work, for their hard work as polio coordinators. For their hard work as polio coordinators. So congratulations. And you are qualified to be international awardees as well.
Gov.
Okay, thank you, Gobmean. Yes, PPSC Carla?
Carl?
Yes, Gov. If we can also make a survey for the district, for their Polio Plus Society, how they are doing their induction, how they give the certificate and the pins, so we can, if kung wala silang we can have the.
Oh, nice thing. Can you make a draft so I can include it, and I can include that part in my letter to the governors, where they are supposed to well, we can start with last year, and then they are to submit the list of Polio Plus Society members. The reason why this year we are really having a focused Polio Plus Society coordinator, because it's no joke. The district polio coordinator is to oversee a lot of admin matters with the activities and everything. And then the Polio Plus Society contribution per Rotarian is really hard to monitor. There's a new system, I think, Carla will and Enrique will have to go through that. I myself, I will have to say, I don't even know how to access it yet, but they're trying to identify the Polio Plus Society members for easy monitoring. But right now, it's really going to be manual monitoring by your district Polio Plus coordinators. So what will be the role of the Polio Plus Society coordinator is to get the list of last year, to make sure these members will contribute this year and add to that list. So every year we add until this is the legacy per year. Whatever was started last year or ended last year is carried over to this year to ensure the cash contribution, guarantee the cash contribution for this year. And the Polio Plus coordinator makes sure she reminds them to donate and to add to that society. Maybe we can agree also on coming up with a citation on most number of new Polio Plus Society members. So aside from the base, we already have the base. How many new, parang sa membership, ano yung membership base, ilan ang bagong Polio Plus Society members? And I'd like to encourage kayo, freehand kayo, district polio coordinators, please, you can come up with your own awards. I know this polio contribution, the Polio Plus Society especially, is a district initiative. And in the absence of any recognition from the district, why not make it coming from us? If you want me to sign a certificate, I will do that. If you want to do the certificate, please do so, and I'll take note of the awards. You will be empowered to do the awards, so you can do that yourself. We can help you in the design. We'll have a uniform design for all these district citations. So again, for the month of July, if we have early donation, then we can have early bird contribution. For those that will give also, because it's the birthday of President Gordon McAnally, we can do a special citation. And please let us know how many contributed for to celebrate President Gordon's birthday, because he really texted me and asked if this strategy is working. So I have to get back to him by the end of July if this is working, as to how many gave, let's at least $100. I gave my $100 already, so I can include you in the list end of July on who said who has celebrated his birthday. Yep.
Yeah. Thank you, Gob. And me too, I have already donated my donation. So I will be submitting my proof of payment to, of course, my partner, DPC Joel, my contribution to Polio Plus Society. So, yeah. And I hope my fellow Polio Plus Society chair, sabi nga ni Gob Mayan, will lead the talk. Ano ba yan? Lead by example. So, kailangan maging role model tayo para yung iba ay susunod. So, yun. Any other questions? I think there's none. So, Gobmean, do you still give your closing message, or maybe we have our second picture?
Yeah, second picture, and then my closing message, very short.
Okay. Can you open all your videos? DPC Elaine, DPC Rosemary, yeah, Tope, and DPC Curry.
Okay,
Yeah.
Sorry, hindi talaga may video na
okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, smile.
working. Apologies.
1, 2, 3.
Apologies, wala pa akong video.
1, 2, 3, smile. Another one. 1, 2, 3, smile. Thank you.
Thank you, Tope. Thank you, Ricky, Carla. Thank you. And to the polio coordinators, I will look forward to your report next month. We will send to you the report form for easy filling up and get the final figures end of June 30, 2022. So you will have a fixed data for your first column. And good luck to all of us. There's no way to go but be better than last year. This will be our banner year. As I always say, each year is a banner year. So if we hit 1 million this last year, we hit more than 1 million next year. Together, we will make history. Together, we will end polio. Good night.
Good night, everyone. See you next month.
Next month. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kapihan. Thank you,
Thank
Pastor.
you. Thank you. Thank you.